Hi, I'm Mark Fisher, Lead Applications Engineer for Munters in the Data Center segment, and today I'd like to demonstrate for you Munters' new Pro app DataCom for the design and analysis of data centers. So if you go into the App Store and type in Munters and hit search, it'll be the second app that shows up in the list. So here's the home screen of the app, and first you'll enter the settings section. And you can put in your email address, which is where the app will send different reports. You can set the default units to either IP or SI, and you can set the default IT load units to be in kilowatts, BTUs per hour, or tons. The DataCom app has two different modes: a design mode to help configure a new solution, and an analyze mode to evaluate a system that's already in operation. We'll look at the design mode first. So there's several inputs on this screen, and I am going to simulate a hypothetical data center that is 1200 kilowatts, and we're going to be running a supply temperature of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And I want to run a 20 degree delta T, so I can either plug in 92 for my return temp, or you can actually toggle between delta T if it's easier to put it in that way. I'm going to set the room dew point at 54, and I'm going to run it at sea level. Those are all the inputs I need, and now I'll be able to see the results by hitting the calculate button. So the app is telling me that for this 1.2 megawatt data center, I need 190,157 actual CFM at the supply temperature of 72, and that my return airflow is 197,310 actual CFM at 92 degrees. Munters has several standard sizes for data center equipment, and the app breaks down how many of each size unit would be required for this particular data center. In this case, I could use 5 W40s or 4 W50s to meet the load requirement. And now I'll hit the email results button, and it'll take me to this screen where I can enter a name for this performance run. I'm going to call it test run. And I can also add a brief description that I'll put in the body of the email. If there was somebody else that I wanted to copy on the email, I could put their email address into this field. And there's also a checkbox where you can send a copy of this analysis report directly to us at Munters, and we could provide further analysis and performance information based on the inputs that you've provided. When I hit send results, it'll launch your native email app, and you can just send it right from there. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to change the elevation of this data center from sea level to 3,800 feet. And now we'll see that the required actual CFM has gone up because of the lower density. And looking at our table of options below, we see now we would actually need 6 W40s or 5 W50s to be able to meet the same load as before because of the higher elevation. The other mode is the Analyze mode, and this will allow us to take measurements from an existing operating piece of equipment and evaluate its performance. Here we're able to fill in different values from measurements that we would have taken. So for this example, we'll assume that this equipment is supplying at 68 and returning at 84 and running about 30,000 CFM. And I don't have a dew point measurement, but I have a return air relative humidity of about 50, and we're at sea level, and on my power meter I measured that the unit was using about 54 kW, and I will calculate that it is rejecting currently almost 148 kilowatts of load, running at a COP of 2.74 or a partial PUE of 1.37. And similar to before, I can send these results to myself and others as desired. And in the email you'll receive from the app, there's a PDF attachment with even more information on it. Towards the top is all the inputs and outputs that you are already able to view in the app. Below there's a table with more detail on the airflow parameters of each of the Munters unit sizes. And below that section, more information on the different types of equipment that Munters offers, as well as options for that equipment. Thanks for watching this quick demo, and as always, there's more information at www.munters.com/datacenters. Thanks for watching.